Professor Banner here, joining you from my office at Union Graduate College once again. You'll see I have on something other than a black sweater today, even though it's still freezing out. I'm ready for spring. Definitely ready for spring. I hope you all enjoyed your spring break, and again, it's glad to be back. This week we start our Twitter project, and this is a project that I'm very excited about. It's a form of creative writing that's one of my favorite forms. It's this collaborative writing form. And before I talk about the project specifics, I want to talk about my first experience in a collaborative writing project where I was exposed to the exquisite corpse format, which is a writing format in that this was in a creative writing workshop where the first person writes something here on a page, and then they fold it, and you get to read what they've written, and then you write the next line, and it folds over, and the next person, and the next person, and it's passed on, and it comes from an old parlor game called Consequences, where writers would come up with stories just by passing on these one lines. And so Twitter is an obvious choice for creating an exquisite corpse project. Although you do get to see everything that's come before, you're really limited to that small space. So the exquisite corpse gives you, just a few things. You only have enough room for a line or two, and you only know what's happened before. Collaborative writing is not easy. I've actually done a lot of collaborative writing as a creative writer and also as a technical writer and an author on several books. And it's something we all need to get used to, and really to, especially in the work that we do, unless you're a lone writer, you'll still have an editor, you'll still have a publisher. So it's really important to get used to other people's hands in the work that we're doing. So there's actually a film that was created in this style where the filmmakers were only allowed, I think they had 15 pages that they could write of a script, a film script, but they were only allowed to read maybe 5 or so pages from the previous script and take it from there. And I think it's called the Exquisite Corpse Project. So maybe you want to take a look at that. Our discussion forum from last week was phenomenal. Thank you all for sharing the sites that you shared. I love the stories that came out of that. It was very well done, so I really appreciate the extra work that went into that. For this Twitter project, the rules are stated out in the assignment instructions. So you need to go back, make sure you read those rules, and you need to post at least 5 times during the course of the week. I used to have it up to 7. And I'm going to ask those of you that want to get in there and post constantly to hold back a little bit and let others get in and help this story unfold. So if you're posting, try not to post more than once a day. That should, unless you really get into it and the story starts hopping. Usually on the weekend during the Twitter project, the story goes crazy. We've even had folks come in from other classes, previous classes that I've had, that see that the story's going on again and they jump right in. But make sure you do read the posts that are there. Make sure you don't take the story too far off the track that it's on, and take some time to really enjoy it and read through it. If you have a private Twitter account, there is no need to change it to public if this is something that really bothers you. Then we can talk about this on the side, and you can do another reflective piece for me. It's fun to participate, even if you want to if you're willing to make your Twitter account public for a week and then take it back and make it private, that'd be great. But I understand if you are opposed to a public Twitter account. So again, collaborative writing this week. The Million Penguins project is something that was a whole lot of fun years ago, but crazy. And the resulting piece, this resulting work wasn't fantastic, but the process really had folks learning a lot about what it meant to have such a collaboration online, an online writing collaboration. So I have you reviewing the Million Penguins project document, and although it's old, it's worth taking a look at and reviewing. So this is going to be our last quiet week. We'll get back into reading from our other textbook from Resonate starting next week. If you haven't started, feel free to go ahead. I know there's a lot of reading this week as well. And in the discussion forum, is really about what does it mean to be in this collaborative environment and write in a collaborative style. So you can hold off till Saturday to get in there, or Friday, Saturday. Make sure that you've had some experience in writing this Twitter story. I'm in there. I'm refreshing it a couple times a day. See who's in there. I know that Haley had the first post, so she gets the first post award, and I'm challenging her to see if she'll get the last post award as well. But it's good to see you in there. Let's see how this story evolves, and I'll see you online.